I will now show you how to sew the strap, the final part of the pattern. Now what I like to do, sometimes even before I cut out my strap, is to take a flexible measuring tape and attach it with sewing clips, and then I can put it over my shoulder and decide if the purse length and the purse drop is right for me. If you've determined that your strap is the length that you want, then we can go ahead and sew the strap. Okay, I'm sewing this out of vinyl, so I did not interface it, but if you did interface it, you might want to take the interfacing off this edge so that you don't have as much bulk. Now my vinyl is thin enough that I can turn this end down, but if yours isn't, you'll need to leave the edge raw and cover it with some sort of edge coat. So I'm going to turn this end down. You'll do this with any fabric that frays at the end too, so that you don't have a raw edge. And I'm going to go ahead and sew across it. You can either sew it or just clip it down, but I'm going to sew it. And the same thing with this end. Now, if you have a fabric that you can iron, you will iron it in half lengthwise. Then open it up and iron these edges towards your center crease, and then you'll fold it again. But this fabric cannot be ironed, so I'm just going to fold it in towards the center and fold it in half. And I will move along. Well, I'm going to start in the middle, then I will do the ends, and then I will work in between. And I keep pressing it flat and making sure that it's not curved in any way. Okay, I have my whole strap folded and clipped. I'm just going to work my way down it and make sure that everything is even and not crooked. Okay. I'm going to start sewing at this end. like I said before, if your vinyl is too thick to fold in, then these edges will be raw, and they can be covered either with a strap end or they can be painted with edge coat or acrylic paint. So I'm going to sew from this end too. I have my 1-inch swivel hook, and I'm going to sew this, but you can sew it or use a rivet. Now with all these layers, even with my vinyl being thinner, I don't think my machine can make it right here, so I'm going to sew next to it. And I generally sew 2 lines. Sew across and then back. And then I sew a little closer to the hook. So I've got my 2 lines, and that end is finished. Then I'm going to sew this end, and I'm going to make sure that I do my strap the same way. I don't want to accidentally have one end be like this, one end be like that. So and I will compare them to make sure that they are folded over the same amount. So now I'm finished with my strap, and I can attach it to my purse. Now I'm officially complete with my Artemis shoulder bag. Thank you for watching.